the world is woke. We saying this now because it's the time. It's the time because the people will see whatever happens. Whatever lawyers get involved, whatever the system get involved, we got recorded evidence over a period of time. Like they showed 100 disregard for that man's life, they showed the same disregard to put somebody in jail in a building that he has the deed to. 8 times. The last time I just went out to California, I went to jail 4 times. This last period. 4 times. Basically for nothing. I just go out and I paint the building, and remember I put the pictures right down there. I'm just sort of fix the building up. One time they arrested me, I'm going up on the building, I have somebody with me, and we got that tar and stuff like that, because the roof was leaking a little. You could see that something was going on with the roof. So I'm up there, I'm getting ready to, and here they come. They arrest me for trespassing. 2 times I actually had, because I started carrying a deed in my pocket. And they says, well, he has something with a different date on it. So he don't have no deed. You know. He went down and got some piece of paper that they gave him. So you got to remember, for him to use this method, the police is studying us and they're telling him what to do. He don't have enough brains to try to deal with the paperwork and all that. He would have did some other dumb fitna. But they tell him, it's illegal, but you go do this, you go do that. This is my dear son. Forget about the little playboy money and stuff. But the poor guy got shot 6 or 7 times. Was it 6 times? He got shot 6 times, close range. And he got stabbed, you know them army knives at the ridges? He got cut with that. There's no report, you know, when the ambulance come pick you up. Of course, they thought it wasn't going to be no paperwork, but he I guess when you get a little panic in you, you start fighting pretty good. He has to do pretty good because to have 6 slugs in him and be cut 3 times to come through. He may not know it, but it's just, that's a blessing. And no real, not only arteries, but no liver damage, no. Of course, he got, one of them bullets broke his arm. You can see the arm coming out like this. It's coming out and then straight down. That's not the way ours go. It's coming, it's coming way out and down. You know, ballistics and all of that, it's against the law. If I get shot and I go to a doctor, he got to turn me in. Say, the brother came here. And I got to turn him in. If you have bullets in you, I asked the doctor, I was playing like I wasn't paying attention. I tell you, kind of heavy-set lady, I said, oh, you did a good job. I said, what did you do with the bullets? Oh, we just threw them away. So, you know evidence. You can't throw bullets away. Ballistics, that's what they call it, right? You can't throw. What did they do? So, did the police ever come and question him? Absolutely not. They got a police station in the hospital, so my son told me when he was groggy, you know, if you got all them bullet holes in you, they give you a little something to knock you out. It probably morphine or something. Well, he was a little groggy. And he said the police asked something, do you want to give a report? He said, a report? He said, I'm trying not to die right now, something, you know. And I don't even know nothing. What are you talking about? Asking me something. In court, don't they ask you, have you taken any medicine the last few days? Are you coherent? Do you know what? Now imagine you've been blown away. You just about, maybe death is right over there and you headed right up close to it, right? And the police, they're not really questioning it. Is there any report you want to give? That's what my son told me. So, boy, these boys is crazy. Right? So I want to let y'all know that you nice demonstrators and all of that, y'all are doing good work. May Allah continue to bless you. But it's kind of amateur stuff. We've been doing this stuff all our life. And this, the ability to hold on for years without losing our cool, it means, just like there's a hadith that says, there'll come a time when holding on to your religion will be like holding a hot coal in your hand. Right? That's what this is. We did one program, this was Imam Abdul Ali Musa, Trayvon Martin. Y'all remember Trayvon, right? Sure. Now I want you to think how mad Boss Man would be. Here's Nick Roches from East Oakland, Arkansas, D.C. And y'all can't read this, but definitely if you read Arabic, you can see this word, fitna, walayati faqih. Anybody can see that. That means is a protection against global fitna. The leadership structure they have in Iran is a protection against global troublemaking, destabilization, trial. If you give a lecture at the University of Tehran in English, they translate it in Arabic, and you can see they got it sectioned off, sectioned off. That means that was a point-by-point excellent lecture. This is off the front page of their political newspaper over there. So Boss Man couldn't take it no more, that's all. He said, that's it, I can't take it anymore. Right? But they was already doing these little things. The stuff is not new. Police reports, they know anything about it? Here's another one. They all say the same thing. I have 5 of these from Oakland Police Department. I filed complaints, but I didn't press the issue. You know why? I wanted to send these things back over and over again. We researched it and we found that everything was done by procedure. I'm going to move toward a close, but I'll read a few things here. So this is something they had filed in court. It says that on November 13th, somebody on the November 13th incident should also be excluded. That's the November 13th incident about an arrest that I had in Oakland. First, while the incident has marginal probative value, any probative value is outweighed by the risk of undue prejudice. What is undue prejudice? The jury may hold against the people, the government, Masjid al-Islam or Mr. Mujahid the fact that the defendant was removed at gunpoint or was accused of having weapons but had none. Now imagine now, I got all the paperwork so you can take my word, you can see that I didn't have no gun. But now imagine a Negro telling the police. One of the reports said that I had 2 shotguns I just got there from D.C. What kind of Negro would tell on another Negro, the white police, that this nigga is armed and dangerous?
It's like the white woman, everybody talking about that, they call the police on the brother.
On the brother?
His bird watching.
Yeah. This is another police report. I have about 5 of them. I was arrested one time while I was talking to the police about the other arrest the other day. And I was filing a report. I said, excuse me, but I got to go because the boss man, on that case, they jumped through the window and everything. OPD was dispatched to the same building as a 208 for reports of criminal threats. They told the people that what I said on the media, y'all remember exactly what I said. I said, Mukhtar and Khadija are in danger. They're in danger because they have tried and failed. Since they failed, they are now witness to or failed, their witnesses to their own failure to entrap me or to provoke me. Now, anybody that's watched spy movies or police movies know that when the Negro is of no more use, that's what the police sent other Negroes hinting all the time, yeah. I had people almost, still doing them 187s. You know, I know a lot of people from way back. 187 is murder in California. I said, no, we don't do that. I told everybody right on the thing, psychological guerrilla warfare, and we're winning. We wouldn't think of hurting nobody. The proof of that is when they busted me in the head a couple of years later, or right after that, I had to yell the people down. I had to holler the people down. Stand down. Shut up. Sit down. You're not going to blow this thing. I know what I'm doing. This is what I'm telling the people around. Because they're not used to that. Some of the people I know, I stopped being around that time. Because they wouldn't put up with it. You know, okay. So, information included that suspect, or I called me, I'm a suspect, had been making threats to RP on YouTube video, and the secondhand information plays rings in the Masjid at the moment. Further information said that the suspect is known to have guns. Good God Almighty. Now this is another report, you know, like you get the arrest reports, you get the discovery, you get all of that, and that's what this is. And I have other stuff from the transcripts of a trial that I had. By the way, all this stuff I beat in court 2 years ago. Can you imagine? But I was rearrested sometime. Anyway, let me just, you do secondhand information, place read in the Masjid. Further information said the suspect is known to have guns, has 2 shotguns in his vehicle and drove from D.C. to Oakland. God Almighty. So every time that there's an arrest, they let they tell the police, or the police tell them to tell them that I'm armed. But this right here, they could shoot me anytime they want. And they can show the record that they have. Why, Clarence Reams has been arrested. He is arrested there. They're not going to show nothing about drug treatment programs in South Africa and, giving programs for little children in Sri Lanka. They're not going to show that. When officers arrived, they contacted reporting parties, Aquila Mujahid, wife of victim. Boy, they the victims. And whatever they call me up here. She informed officers that Reams had been threatening her via social media, that Reams was founder of the Masjid, but that had been voted out on January 22. Now, by the board of directors. Now, I want you to get a picture of, here's the federal stuff, state stuff. Now remember, everything is in my name. This 2016, I had them sent, this is from the Internal Revenue, care of Masjid Al-Islam Incorporated, care of Clarence Reams. And I had them sent it here, 4603 Benning Road, as a federal tax number, and it's sent to me. This is the highest thing that you can get is from the Treasury Department. Because even when you get your papers incorporated with your state number, you have to also get the federal number to go with it, the tax ID number. So I got all the stuff. Everything is in my name. Corporation papers, the state of California. On the back, Clarence Reams, 1981. Okay. This one from the federal government. I got the federal tax number way back then, but I wanted something with a newish date on it. So I had them send me the tax number from the U.S. from the IRS. You don't get no bigger than that. If the IRS okay, then you okay. It don't mean nothing to the Oakland Police Department though. They drive right past everything. So anyway, let me speed up a little bit. Y'all remember Abdul Alim? My grandson was supposedly killed on March 23rd, 2013. Of course, it says that he was found at 6:15 or 6:20. Yeah, here. This is one. The other one says the exact time. Terrell Reams, police identified fatal shooting victim found in East Oakland. And Khadijah and Mukhtar, this is the 23rd. But when I got here from Oakland, I got here on the night of the 22nd, let's say 12:30 U.S. Air, then D.C., 10:15 p.m., then the Metro, $5. I keep a record of what I'm doing. And then I came and went to sleep after a while. But I was woken up by Sister Bahia calling me from upstairs. Y'all remember all this is on the phone record. At about 2:10, 2:08, 2:09 a.m. our time. on the 23rd, but it's early in the morning. But it's late out there. So they called me, she called me, then I called her back or something. And then I did a quick research. I found out that no, ain't nobody found my grandson dead. Now it has a time that I called. How could Mukhtar and Khadijah know that my grandson had been killed at, let's say 2 o'clock DC time, and they didn't find his body till 6:15 or 6:20 Oakland time. It's a big difference in time. AM. Remember, I'm talking to them at 11 o'clock daytime. They called me at 11 o'clock daytime. It's still the 22nd. And everybody knows that. The police have never questioned them about that. They've never questioned. Yeah. Here was a time that says it was the 3rd homicide in Oakland in 2 days. About 6:20 a.m. Monday, Terrell Reeves was killed. How would they know? This stuff is so ridiculous that it's ridiculous. Can you imagine? What is this? The undersigned being sworn says on information that Clarence Reeves did in the county of Alameda, state of California, on or about November 17, 2017, committed a misdemeanor, I'm not going to read all the police reports, but believe me, I have every police report. I have ordered from the court all the discovery, and those cases I beat. This is a verdict from the jury. Not guilty. That's April 19, 2018. Not guilty. Yet this last year, 2019, when I went out there, I got arrested 4